I'm Trish with All Country News, and I'm here with Track45, a sibling trio with harmonies you're never going to forget. KK, Ben, and Jenna, how you guys doing today?
Oh, it's awesome to be here.
Yeah, we're so excited to be here.
It's great. Thanks for the very nice intro.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I'm so excited to be here and to be chatting with you. So let's start off. Track45, tell me about your name.
So the town we're from in Mississippi is a railroad town. So the track comes from that. And then the 45 is from the highway 45 South that runs through our hometown.
You know, you're never gonna forget. You're always gonna have a piece of you wherever you go, kind of embedded in your name.
That's right.
Yeah.
You released your EP, Small Town. So tell me a little bit about kind of the process in choosing these 3 songs for your EP.
So these 3 songs, they really tell you a lot about where we're from and who we are and how we grew up. I mean, it's titled Small Town because we grew up in a small town and we had big dreams, and these songs really just paint a picture of how life was for us and who we are, and we just put a lot of who we are into that music. So I think when you listen to it, you can kind of hear it. I mean, you can kind of get to know us a little bit. Mm-hmm. And as we move forward releasing music, we want to keep telling that story of how we grew and chased our dreams. And I think, yeah, it's just our story.
Is it safe to say that there's a piece of each of you in all of the songs?
I think that is safe to say.
I think it's safe to say, yeah. Especially, you know, we're growing up as brother and sisters. I mean, a lot of our experiences were similar.
Yeah.
So,
Similar, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that is safe to say. I think, you know, come on in, you learn a lot about how we grew up, and, you know, it's about taking someone home and, you know, showing them around and who you are and the things that made you who you are. And then Met Me Now is a song that just came from an idea I had when I was just all up in my feelings late one night about a past relationship, and I took the idea to them, and we ended up writing a song about it. So that one's pretty personal to me. And then
because we all 3 write the songs, I think there are parts of each of us in
each song.
Yeah.
So speaking of writing, how do you think writing as a group and, you know, with your siblings is different than writing individually?
I think when we write a song for us, it's always very personal. And usually we go in and we know, you know, this is going to be a song for us.
We're very intentional about it.
Very intentional about it. And when we're writing for others and individually writing for other artists, usually the other artist is in the session and beforehand, you know, you're thinking from their perspective and thinking about what they want to say, and you're having those conversations. So
yeah, I think it's cool when we write together because, you know, we're so close and we have so much fun. The camaraderie is very, you know, the creative energy is very exciting and fun, and you know, it's a lot of talking over each other and playing different guitar licks or making a beat on the computer.
A little bit chaotic.
Yeah, a little bit chaotic, but it's fun because it's always different, but it always has something about us in it and stories in our life, and it's always personal to us.
And our music's very harmony driven, so melodically when we write, we're thinking about that too.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Maybe I should try writing with my siblings. Maybe we'll get along more.
Oh, I want to see a video of that. That would be great.
Obviously, you've all been writing and singing probably for as long as you can remember, and we're only really seeing the surface. So tell us a little bit about how you got started and how you got discovered.
Our grandma taught us how to play piano, and music was just a big part of our lives. Our granddad taught our church choir, and our mom said, you know, piano is a good baseline for music, just to, you know, to learn it. And so we all started playing piano, and then as we got older, we wanted to try different instruments. So our mom said, well, if you really want to play different instruments, you can save up and buy them and, you know, show that you're committed to it. And so I picked fiddle. So I actually had a blue fiddle that I named Suede because I was obsessed with Elvis Presley. So and
I bought like a $20 beat up guitar from someone at the skating rink.
and I got like a $100 cello.
It was like cardboard
from eBay.
Sure.
Yeah, so then from there we just started, you know, playing, and then we realized, oh hey, we can play together, and we like to say we started out in the nursing home circuit. We played around town and played at all the nursing homes, and then the rest is history.
3 chords at that point. You knew like 2 chords.
Yeah.
The rest is history. You know?
Yeah, and then so from there we just kind of played all through high school, and then we moved to Nashville to chase the dream, and then
just worked multiple jobs and went to school and
played a lot of shows to our wall of our apartment.
Yep. We lived in a tiny apartment together, and made a big dream board on our walls and just tried to check off each goal on it and chase the dream. Yeah.
When do you think you realized that's what you wanted to do? When did you have that moment?
We loved doing it just for fun growing up, and when we were younger, we played a week-long bluegrass and barbecue festival at Dollywood, and it was kind of funny because when we got the gig, we didn't even know what bluegrass was.
We pulled out the All-Star Bluegrass DVD with like Ricky Skaggs and all these legends, and we're like, oh no, what have we done?
And we're like, we don't know how to do this.
We gotta learn fast.
But we figured it out, and we ended up playing 4 shows a day for a week at Dollywood, and I think by the end of that week, we were like, we want to do this.
We knew we weren't going to be a bluegrass band, but we knew we wanted to make music.
We knew we wanted to make
performing.
music. Yeah. And so from there on, it was a long road from there, and there was a lot more to it. But that's when I at least knew. I was like, this is what I want to do with my life, whether it's in a stadium or on the side of the street. I want to be playing.
A stadium.
Yes, but I want to be playing music with these two. So yeah.
That's such a sweet story, and it's great that y'all really found that together. I think it's really rare to do something special with your family and know that that's what you want to be pursuing. So you're all in really this journey together. That's just really special. And so you released your EP, Small Town. Of course, 2020 is like nothing anyone expected, and you released your first project during a pandemic, which I'm sure you didn't imagine.
How we planned it, yeah.
What are some of the positive sides that came out of releasing this during this time?
Oh, everybody looked at me.
I
I think it forces you to be creative and think outside the box. And thankfully, we have a team that also thinks creatively and outside the box. And so it creates new opportunities. And we've done a lot on social media, focus more on lives and making TikToks and just finding creative ways to promote our music. And yeah, so.
Yeah, I think just we love this music, and we've invested so much and put so much work into it. Just having it out in the world is a dream come true for us, and getting to see
pandemic
people,
or no pandemic.
Pandemic or no pandemic, getting to see people listening to it and reacting to it is just, it's pretty
and
awesome.
us just getting to interact with people listening to it for the first time and hearing stories of like people seeing their story in our music or hearing their story in our music is really cool.
Speaking of interacting with your fans, we always like to keep our audience in the know, so I have to ask this question. What's coming next for Track 45?
Like I said, Small Town, the EP really tells you a lot about where we're from and how we grew up. And I think continuing releasing music, which we are planning to do in the next few months in the upcoming year.
So be on the lookout.
Is to keep telling that story and to keep learning about us and who we are and telling that story through our music. So keep a lookout for that, because there'll be more coming soon.
Well, I can't wait for what's to come, and I can't wait to watch y'all live. I'll be there, and I'll be singing along.
Can't wait either.
We can't
I'm
wait.
So excited.
It's so great chatting with you, Track 45. Thanks for sitting down and chatting with me.
Thanks so much. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, this was fun.
Something about my hometown, 20 off the highway. Mama's waiting for us on a launcher in the driveway.